Hello and welcome to the WebCertain Global Marketing News Bulletin. I'm Cal O'Connell, and here are today's top stories. The Japanese live streaming app Twitcasting intends to enter the US market. The Economist has published its first ever non-English content, and research has revealed how Facebook users are spread across the world. The Japanese live streaming app Twitcasting has announced that it intends to enter the US market. Twitcasting, which was launched in 2010 and has over 10 million registered users, allows broadcasters to stream their video content live, which can then be watched by other users. The majority of users are based in Japan, although the app has been relatively successful in Brazil as well. The app is available in Japanese, Korean, English, Spanish, and Portuguese. As part of its push into the American market, it already hired 3 American employees and plans to open an US office. Its main rivals in the US will be the live streaming apps Periscope and Meerkat. Although these apps have been featured heavily in the Western media recently, they have less than 1 million users each, much less than Twitcasting's 10 million. The Economist has published its first ever non-English content. It launched a bilingual app that contains both English content and a Chinese translation. The app will cost $75 per year or $8 per month and will publish 30 articles per month from The Economist's Global Review section about business, technology, and finance. The New York Times and the Wall Street Journal have both recently launched Chinese language sites in an attempt to reach the lucrative Chinese market, but both sites have been blocked by the Great Firewall of China. The Economist admits, however, that a similar fate may come to hit its app, but refuses to edit its content to fit the Chinese political climate, saying, "Some business stories have political angles to them, and that may cause problems in some markets. If it does, then so be it. But we're not going to censor ourselves or try to second guess how the authorities in particular countries might react." The Economist is also considering launching a similar bilingual app in Japanese, Korean, and Portuguese. Comscore has released figures detailing how Facebook users are spread across the world. Almost 1.4 billion people worldwide were an active member of Facebook at the end of last year, with around a third of these users coming from the Asia-Pacific region, around 20% from Europe, and 15% from the US and Canada. While looking at specific countries, Turkey, Uruguay, and Brazil were the countries with the most prolific Facebook users. When comparing present-day user numbers to figures from 2012, North America and Europe experienced relatively little growth in user numbers, with both continents gaining roughly around 10% more users. The region that saw the biggest increase in user numbers by far was the Asia-Pacific, which saw over a 50% increase. The amount of revenue that each person brings the social network is not equal geographically, however, with North American users being by far the most lucrative, with an average annual revenue of $9 per user, compared to just over $1 that users from the Asia-Pacific region brought in. The figures also revealed the increasing prevalence of mobile internet, with almost 40% of users accessing Facebook using just their mobile phone. And finally, Peru is predicted to have the fastest growing internet population in Latin America over the next 4 years, according to estimates by eMarketer. Peru's internet population is expected to hit 16 million this year, a 10% increase on last year, and equivalent to 53% of the overall population. It's expected that many Peruvians will ditch fixed broadband subscriptions in favor of mobile internet connections, a trend also expected in Colombia and Mexico. Despite its rapid increase in its internet population, however, Peru is still expected to come below other Latin American countries for internet and smartphone penetration. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and join us next time for more global marketing news. Goodbye.